Darren the Great. Happy over here.
Hey friends, welcome back to another recipe. Welcome to Cooking Phenomenal. Big up to all of my subscribers, them both old and both new. Big up on yourself. Welcome, 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 welcome. As you can see, my settings right here, I'm gonna be doing a fish for you in the oven. I'm gonna be doing some roast fish, you guys, with my nice 2 Dr. fish. So we're gonna be doing some roast fish today, so I'm gonna kick it off for you, okay? So this first thing I'm gonna be doing is making sure that I crush my seasonings. Yes, I like to crush my seasonings when I'm doing this recipe because it's easier and it's much better. All right, so I'm gonna start off first with my thyme right here. I'm gonna put it in. I have my little crusher. Yeah, I'm gonna be crushing it in this to make it a little bit easier for us. My scallion and my onion, my garlic. I'm gonna be putting everything inside here when I'm crushing to make sure that I get everything soft and nice for you. All right, but while we're doing that, I have some people who want to big up. We got my brother-in-law Donald and my sister-in-law Tanisha. They gave me this fish seasoning, real Jamaican seasoning. So you can in the bag? Yeah, that's how we get it. So I got my fish seasoning right here and I'm going to be using it for my fish. I have my pimento, I have my fish tea, and I have my water crackers. There's other people that I want to big up too. I want to big up Miss Edwards, always on my video them, big up, this is like a second mom to me. Big up Paula, my bestie, my friendie. Big up JK, big up all around, big up Tanisha, big up Fel. Big up all around because you know always support me and I have to big on up. Alright, so here I have some okra right here already cut, but I'm not gonna be crushing my okras because I need my okras like to be alive and well. Alright, so let me add this other bits in here. I'm not gonna be crushing this as yet, and I'm also gonna be using my butter. This is unsalted butter, no salt, no nothing in it, so it's good to go because I can use my seasoning. So I have my crusher, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be crushing everything up right in here. But before I go any further with that part, I'm gonna be adding my spices, my pimento seed, because I want to crush it too with the seasoning mixer that is going to go inside of the fish because we're going to be stuffing. Alright, so let's put this in and we crush. My husband saw this and bought it for me because he knows I like to cook. Thank you, hubby. Now let's go ahead. My surface is clean, but it's my practice to cook food and just soften it for yourself, alright? I want this to be crushed as soft as it can be crushed. Let me bring it a little closer for you. As you can see, everything is going on right here. To save time, I'm going to be crushing this a little bit more. And then I make sure that I forward back. Alright guys, so I'm still here crushing. But before I go any further, let me show you exactly what this looks like. This is like halfway through with crushing. So I'm gonna go ahead now. Let me wipe my hands because I don't want to get nothing messy up, okay? Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to be adding my pimento seed. I'm going to be adding my fish seasoning. I'm going to be adding it right in here for the crushing. Alright? I'm not going to be using the entire pot because it's only 2 fish. Plus I'm going to be using a little bit of my fish seasoning. And we do not want to be salty here. So I'm going to be adding a spoon of this. And another one. That's enough. After I had that, let's go ahead again. And we're going to be adding, this is our callaloo, or you can use your spinach, whatever it is that you have, you can use it. I'm using this at the moment, as long as it is nothing that is bitter or nothing that is, you can stuff your fish with your greens. So you can either use your spinach or your kale or your callaloo, which is the same thing, right? That's what we call it over here. And I'm going to go ahead again, and I'm going to be crushing. I want my mix to be very nice. I want to see if I can crush most of my fish soup out, the noodle part. Alright? Doesn't matter if it is crushed out fully, it doesn't matter. It's up to you how you want to do it. I do mine like this because I want it this way. Alright. So the next step that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding my butter to my mixture, okay? So I'm going to take this right here and I'm going to be cutting and adding my butter to this because I want everything to be together, but I'm going to leave butter for the outside process. I'll show you what else I'm going to be doing with the butter. Alright? So let's go ahead. You should see how this is so nice. I'm loving it already. Okay? Alright, so I'm getting this all ready. The butter makes it even crush a little softer and a little bit smoother. Look at that. Okay? Alright. Let me go ahead now for my other part of my ingredient. Let me clean right here off. Or should I not use my board? Should I use the board or should I not use the board? Let's use the board. And let's clean to make sure everywhere is clean and panking. Okay, so for my next thing that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be adding my foil paper, right? Because this is what the fish is going to be wrapped in and be placed in the oven, okay? I have to make sure there's no tear or anything on it so nothing leaks out. So before I even add anything else or do anything else, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take everything out. But let me wait first. Let me do one fish at a time and make sure that I show you exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be placing my fish right there. After I place it there, I'm making sure it's dry because I already dried it. But I'm making sure that it is dried. Okay? And clean. I already cleaned these with vinegar and a little bit of lime. Alright, so after I do that, I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to do the second step that I wanted to show you. So I need my fish to have moisture and I need it to be, you know, soft and nice. Make sure your butter is not that cold when it's in the refrigerator. Make sure you take it out a little bit ahead of time before you do this process because you're going to need to make sure that this gets on the fish. I want to put it on the fish, on the outside of the fish to make sure that I get a little moisture and so on. Alright, you can see there I have my butter all over it. Alright, for me I'm going to turn it over, but Let me clean my hands one more time, because I should have opened my crackers before, but you know how it goes when you're in the kitchen. So I'm going to pull my crackers, because I need my fish and my crackers to be done at the same time. Okay? I'm going to put my crackers right here. This is optional. You do not have to do this, okay? The side that I already buttered is right there. But before I turn it over, I want to make sure that I get my seasoning up for that side. So I'm going to be adding my seasoning right here for the fish. That's my obey. I have some obey seasoning. I have some black pepper, some ground black pepper. As I said, we're not going to be using too much seasoning, guys, because remember we already seasoned up with the noodle already. And I have my Jamaica fish seasoning. I don't know what's the name, but it's fish seasoning. Alright, so I'm going to be adding this little mixture right here, and I'm going to be mixing up to make sure I get everything in and out. Alright, I'm going to be basting, especially in the crease, because I cut some pieces right here. I'm going to be basting in the creases. Then I turn over on my crackers, because I need the juice from my fish to sweat on my crackers, okay? And then I'm going to do the same procedure. Sorry guys, me and the seasoning in this time do not agree, because I'm very allergic to everything. And then I'm going to be wiping my butter on this side to make sure. And I'm not going to even throw this piece away. I need it right there. You can wipe it on the part if you want. And I'm going to take my seasoning and I'm going to put it in right there. Okay? So for this part, I'm going to take this out. Look at that. Can you imagine when this is done, how it's going to look? Alright? So I'm going to take this part and I'm going to stuff my fish. There's a little hole right down here, and I'm pushing everything in this hole right here to make sure that the fish is extremely stuffed. There you go. Guys, can we get it any better? Can you just imagine how good this is gonna taste? You know, steamed fish, good for your back. And here's my okras. I'm gonna put my okras in the middle. Put some more in. Right here, I'm gonna shut it up. I have to take these gloves off because I don't want to mess myself up. I'm going to take these gloves off. I'm going to do the other one with the same way, and then I'm going to show you exactly what I do, because I have to make sure that I'm going to fold this here. I'm going to fold this here. Turn it around. I'm turning this part up